just say you was gonna put on your shades.
Can I clean my shades first?
You should have been ready, sugar.
Why do you love acting up in front of company? just answer.
You're not ready, mother. You're not ready.
Just answer my question.
Helicopter!
See what happens when we outside? Hey, y'all.
So what? I like being outside.
I don't like being in this heat. You know I don't like heat.
I
Hey,
love
y'all.
the sun in the kiss month. My nice melanin skin. Look at this.
Like when you was in Puerto Rico and you had coconut oil and you was frying in the sun.
Okay, Kitchen Chronicles
Hey!
with Joe and T, everybody. How y'all doing? Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. We love you. Guess what it is, y'all? Mention Mondays.
I'm just gonna let you go ahead and talk.
Oh, really? Okay.
We're outside today because Mr. Irving wanted to be outside today.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
And it's, it's a different location, different scenery. You can see what we see. We see this from our window where we work.
I'm telling y'all, it's beautiful out here. Y'all see the boats? Look, boats in the background. Isn't that cool?
Remember the banana boat? Did I tell y'all a story about the banana boat? We took our cruise.
Feel like you need to tell the story about the banana boat.
All right, we won't tell a story about the banana boat.
Well, go ahead and tell us. Since you
No, I don't want to tell it. Let's talk to the people about what we're going to talk about.
You already
now.
started the story, so you might as well finish it.
I don't like being in the heat. Can we hurry up and do this?
Mention Mondays, y'all. Y'all know how we do it. We always mention our friends, family, loved ones, families. That's friends and family.
I think they quite that.
Families. So who we mentioning today? Y'all, listen. Y'all look at this hair. Y'all look at this. Ooh.
They saw the hair.
I know, but I just want to mention
time.
it again. Don't she look so nice?
Is that part of Mention Monday?
Yes, it's mention her hair.
I'm gonna tell you what we're not gonna mention. We're not gonna mention the fact that he's using our Kitchen Chronicle professional email address for some kind of dating service for Trieste.
See, that's what you get. God did that. God choked up because
I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine.
God choked her up.
I've been sick. I was sick since last Thursday. They sent me home. When I got home, I had a fever.
Ain't nothing like being summer sick.
Nothing like it because you have to have the fan or the AC on in order to stay cool. So, had a fever when I went home on Thursday. Was sick all weekend. I just want to mention real quick. Check your friends. Make sure that you have real friends that care about you, that are concerned about you, that check on you. Just make sure, because you never know. You never know. You never know.
You never know.
Because like I said, I've been sick since Thursday. You know when Joe sent me a text message saying, how you doing? Yesterday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
But I told her, I said, you know, if you had went home to be with the Lord, somebody would have told me. I would have came and put on her eyebrows and made sure she looked real nice.
Can we talk about what we're going to talk about, please? Come
So
on,
like
the
we
sun.
said, it's Mention Mondays, y'all, and it is beautiful out here. I just want to let y'all know it is so nice. But it's Mention Mondays, and you know how we do on Mention Mondays. I think I said that. I pitched that whole line, right? Who are we talking about today?
I thought we were going to talk about food costs. What are we talking about, Joe?
All right, so we're mentioning food costs today. Okay, so Trieste's, somebody contacted.
Now, she watches us.
Okay.
She told me that she watches us.
Okay.
And this is no diss to you. You know who you are.
But we just want to bring some clarification on some things.
Right, but it caused me to think about how people don't really understand how caterers and chefs get to a price when it comes to a party. And a lot of times they feel like we're overcharging. And 9 times out of 10, unless you're a big name, we're not overcharging. In actuality, we're shorting ourselves because we want the business. We want to gain a clientele. Sometimes we feel like we're not worth the $25, $30 an hour for a labor fee. Sometimes, most of the time, it's family and friends. Always want to give me a hookup
or a super duper discount.
So it's a plethora of things. So we just wanted you to kind of understand, get the gist of how we get to numbers. For example, my friend wants to have a party, I believe for her mother, and it's for 100 people. And she wanted, because it's a big blowout, and I completely understand she wants to go all out. She had some items on there that automatically, just from those items, took it up to almost $1,000. And we just wanted to explain to y'all how we think. So you have a party for 100 people, or somebody comes to you, us, and say they want to do a party for 100 people, and they want oxtails, they want shrimp. Do you think we could jump across there and swim out onto the boat?
Well, the way that this whole little dock is moving, I don't know. This thing is like, bam, bam.
Because you know I'm good for jumping in the fountain. All right, but getting back to what we were saying.
Oxtails, shrimp.
Okay, 100 people, oxtails. How many pounds would you think that would be for 100 people?
For 100 people. First, you talking about cleaning ox? I'm talking about like you need at least a case of oxtails, and a case of oxtails is what? Like how many pieces? Like 100 pieces?
Right, but no, you need more than that, because who do you know eats one oxtail?
Right.
If you have 100 people, you can't have 100 oxtails.
Right.
Because some are big and some are small. So the smaller pieces, you're going to give 2 or 3 of those. The big pieces, you may be able to give 1.
And oxtails are super expensive.
Right.
By
so
the case, how much is a case? A case is like almost 100.
Between $6 to $8 per pound for oxtails. You would need 75 pounds at least for 100 people. So that's a number right there. Y'all do the math. Chicken is relatively inexpensive, but when you start talking about 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds, it gets up there.
About light, white meat, dark meat.
Exactly.
You're not just talking about legs and thighs. You're talking about all parts of the chicken.
Right.
And then a lot of people don't factor in labor.
Right. This is even before the labor.
Right.
Also,
it's just food costs.
And also bear in mind, so when a caterer or a chef comes back to you with a price, this is in general. Nobody has done this, so I'm just saying. If somebody comes to you and gives you a price of $2,000 for 100 people,
that's pretty.
That number,
low end.
that number sounds scary, but divide 2,000 by 100. It's $20 per person.
And most catering halls, they're charging you what, $20 a plate?
Is it 20 or is it more than 20?
No. It's not even $20. No, we're charging you like $10, $20 a plate. Catering halls, they're going to charge you.
I think they start at 30.
Yeah.
30, between 30 to 50, depending on what kind of hall it is. Mm-hmm. How famous they are, what amenities they have. So it's not always that people are trying to, caterers and chefs are not always going to beat you in the head. You may find cheaper places, cheaper prices for places that have that stuff in stock already. Like if it's a soul food place and they already have like a bulk amount of stuff that they can just take out of their cooler, their freezer, you can get a cheaper price with that. I'm not saying it's going to taste any worse, any better. I'm just saying that, people have things in bulk. You can get it for cheaper, but not that much cheaper.
Not that much. And like regardless of the fact, you want to shop around anyway.
Right.
Whenever you do any kind of event, you want to shop around, because like one place might have it a little bit cheaper than someplace else, and you want to make sure that you get the best bang for your buck.
And you are allowed, because you're spending your money,
absolutely,
to ask for a tasting.
Absolutely.
Don't let anybody tell you we don't do that.
You don't do that, because if they don't do that,
then you don't want them. Then you don't want them.
Move on.
Our best suggestion for people with smaller budgets and they're having an event for a large amount of people, break it up. Like, for example, have some people in your family make some stuff.
Yes.
Get some already made things from Costco. Like if you're going to have appetizers,
yes,
you can buy all of that from Costco already made.
Pigs in a blanket,
spring
rolls,
right? Little quiches,
little chicken wingettes,
right?
Barbecue,
empanadas, mini empanadas. That stuff you can buy already pre-made. And then the other things the more complicated things you may say, or you might think, or what people don't want to make, then you can have a caterer handle that stuff, and that may save you money.
I would definitely have a caterer handle the meats,
Right.
the starches,
Right.
and the greens. Like that'll be, because like you said, you can go to Costco, any big name Costco, BJ's, any of those stores, and get boxes of appetizers, and that'll save you a whole lot of money. It'll save you a whole lot of headache.
Yep.
Too. And then my thing is, like, we're just talking about food. Like, let's think you having a party, you want to factor in alcohol.
You want to factor in alcohol. You want to factor in.
Alcohol.
I'm sure that you're not going to want to clean up
Decorations.
Maybe you want to have somebody clean up for you, so you don't have to worry about that at the end of the night, because you're going to be tired from all the running around that you've done. There's a lot of things to factor in.
And this is not trying to scare anybody,
Right?
Because of course, you want to celebrate and do you don't want it to be a burden. This is supposed to be a celebration, but you don't want it to be a nightmare at the same time. You want to make sure that you are stress-free at all costs.
Right.
So, we're just giving y'all some pointers on what to do, and not trying to scare anybody. Like we said, we're not trying to scare nobody.
And by all means, if y'all got money to burn,
Hey!
we will make everything you want to
you
make.
can burn your money. Look, hey, throw it up on me.
Everything.
Make it rain on me.
Honey?
I'll be up in there like
And
this.
Are you lifting your shirt?
I'll be up in there like this. Make it rain on me. I'll be up in there like this. You want oxtail? Sure, I'll make it for you. Go.
You can't just people watching this.
I don't care. So what? Make it rain on me.
So yeah,
I
by
don't
all
care.
means, if you don't want to worry about nothing, and you want one person to handle everything, and you got the money for it,
And listen,
hey,
I know people like that. They just
Yes.
want the convenience. They just look,
And that's
do
fine.
Whatever. Look, they'll make it rain, but just make sure that you can make it rain. But for those of you,
don't be scared. Okay, maybe part of this message is to tell you not to be scared to go look at a caterer or a chef to handle some parts of your party, because just like movers, when you're getting ready to move, and you're like, oh, I'll get my brother and my cousin and and Pookie and them,
and I want to get Pookie service. You're
gonna
get Pookie
you're gonna get
service.
somebody that shows up an hour late, maybe two,
breaking all your stuff.
honey, take
Chuck your
breaks.
stuff into the U-Haul.
They hungry. They want to drink. They want to take a smoke break. You hire a mover, a little bit more money, but your stuff is moved.
Your stuff is moved. Your stuff is
They have a
packed
time
properly.
frame.
Let me tell you, I moved my aunt from New Mexico to Canada. That was not an easy move at all. But let me tell you, the truck, I didn't tell you, the truck didn't start. So they had to move all of the stuff that was on the truck to a truck that would start. So that was another day. So they had to factor in that cost. But she didn't mind paying the price. But it just goes to show you that they did everything with precision, with care. I'm telling you, by the time we got to Canada, I was like, Lord, we done hit all kinds of bumps and stuff. Lord only knows what that stuff looks like in the back of that truck. But you know what? By the time we pulled up, I'm telling you, everything was intact. I'm telling you, professional movers.
We know how much food to make for a certain amount of people.
Yes.
We're not going to be like Sister Spaghetti, who says that they're going to make you a pan of macaroni and cheese, but she gets tired the night before and decides to just make you a small pan, but you're trying to feed 100 people. Is that too much? Is that too much? But she makes you a small pan that's supposed to feed 100 people. We're paid. We can't do that. We are morally, we are morally bound to make sure that everybody eats.
Yes.
We are of the philosophy that it's always better to have more food than less food. You never want to run out of food. And we always,
embarrassing.
you never got to worry about that.
So
we get yelled at work because we feed people too much food. I'd rather get yelled at.
I'd rather get yelled at.
I have no problem with that.
Pile your plate up, then them throw it in the garbage.
Because I tell you what,
night.
you pile that plate up, they're going to come back tomorrow.
They like stray cats.
Honey,
You ever heard of a stray
What's
cat?
my station called? The water cooler.
I'm telling
They
you,
always
everybody pile up at T station.
Always piling up in my station.
Lacking. Ah, ha, 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 yeah. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Like, good Lord, what are y'all talking about over there?
We're just sharing stories.
I'm telling you.
Anyway.
Weekend.
Anyway, we just wanted to give y'all some food for thought. We wanted to give you a little inside look at what we look at and how we come to prices and numbers and things like that.
We just don't make stuff off the top of my head. I can't because first of all, I'm terrible at math. So I have to make sure that I do everything properly. Okay, this is how much this is going to cost. And I do. And you know what? As caterers, we have to do our research. We have to see what the competition is out there because I mean, like you said, look, we're not the bomb. I feel I'm the bomb, but you know, in comparison to a lot of other people, listen, there could be somebody better. And look, you have a choice.
Always have a choice.
You always got a choice. But you know, we just want to let y'all know that yeah, you know, y'all do y'all research, do your homework. Don't get cheated. Don't get bamboozled.
If you have a smaller budget, that's fine. But you can always work it out and have
and break it down.
break it apart, break it in pieces.
Listen, if you can't do fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, and collard greens like some of us like to do,
oh my God, please don't make me throw up.
do an appetizer party. Do an appetizer party.
You can have so many appetizers.
People will get
are
full. I mean, appetizer. By the time people start drinking,
Sir,
and eating appetizers.
if I jumped over the railing into the boat, would I get in trouble?
You wouldn't make it. You'd die. I wouldn't have to fill out the paperwork, so.
So it's really a lose-lose for me.
You know, on docks, people jump a lot. They never make it. I've seen 2 people go swimming this year.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Y'all think she really gonna make it if she jumped off the dock?
Y'all think I'm joking? I like to jump in a fountain,
she jump off the dock,
honey.
Honey, break her neck.
All right, we gotta
You see his
go.
legs. Hey,
We have to go. Thanks for listening to us. Thanks for watching us. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button like you're gonna do after you watch this.
Hit the subscribe button today. That's gonna be the song that's in your heart. Hit the subscribe button today.
Okay,
Hit the
can we
subscribe
say goodbye?
button today. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
We ain't gotta say that no more because I'm gonna have a little thing. I'm gonna have a little
Nice.
Little
Little things. We thank y'all so much for tuning in. We love y'all. And we're signing out. Peace, y'all.